previous video, we have seen how to use EndNote, how to collect references using the online search feature through the PubMed link, and also how to arrange the references and how to cite while you write and use the various styles for formatting the bibliography. So in this video, we'll see how to uh, collect articles or research papers from Google Scholar. I hope all of you will be familiar with Google Scholar and we are using it quite often. So once you put in the keywords or the entire paper, you'll see a list of references like this. So in this, I want to tell you an important thing. Here, you find various papers, and those papers which have the PDF access, that is the full paper access, will be displayed here. That you all know, right? And a common mistake that happens in while you cite is that some papers are just mentioned in the research gate. They are not full. The full papers are available in the research gate, but they don't have any publication, that is the DOI number in the real journal. So check that you don't include such papers because they don't have DOI numbers. And when you cite those papers in your for journal publication, those papers will be rejected because nowadays they ask for DOI number. So it's advisable to omit those papers, right? So here you see this, if this paper is relevant, you check all these, and here you see the site. You can directly go there and import it to the EndNote. So you see, once you open, so while you are searching the articles in Google Scholar, you also keep your EndNote file readily open because it will directly open here. And once it is, it will be shown in the imported references. So you can add the reference to your group so that it will be displayed here. And the same way. So if you want to cite this article, see, but let's see here if the DOI is mentioned, it's not, right? So what we do is we directly go to that paper and check its DOI number. Here, so you copy it. Okay, so this is the full paper available, so you can copy it and go to edit in the EndNote, and here you paste it and save. So when you are citing this article, it will be listed in your bibliography. And if you want to download this paper, so for this paper the PDF is available, so you can just click on it and download it and save in your computer. And you go to EndNote. Here there is PDF, so attach PDF. So you find out where you save that file, and you insert it. So now, and don't forget to save. So now you can see that the full paper has been added here. So whenever you want to, you can read the entire paper. You can just click it here and you can read the entire paper. This can be adjusted so that the entire paper can be seen, and you can zoom it. So this way, and while you are writing, if you find these points relevant, you copy them and paste them, and you can do the cite while you write. So this is how we use the import um, feature in EndNote. And similarly, we can directly import papers from Science Direct. So same, you search for the keywords, look for the articles. See here, these articles will have the PDF readily available. This only the abstract will be available. So once you click the paper that you want, here you see this site. So export citation to RIS, and you go there and open it. It will directly open in the EndNote file. So always make sure that you open the EndNote file while you are doing the while you are searching for the references. So this is the paper. Here you can see the DOI number. In most of the Science Direct papers, the Elseviers, the DOI number is readily available, so it can be easily formatted. Right. The same way you add the reference to your group, so that you will not lose the papers, because the imported references, it is like a temporary memory. So the recently added and imported will all be moved to the all references. So the references can be added and it can be directly linked to your paper. So in this case, you don't have the PDF document, and if you have the PDF, you can attach it to your EndNote library. So this is it for today. So in the next video, I'll show you how, in some cases, if you have to format, if you're just collecting references from books, and how we can insert that into your bibliography. So thank you for watching.